You should clear on out of here.
Okay, here's the thing, Congressman. When Mr. D'Orazio made his very generous contribution...
Oh, shit, right now? Okay, okay.
Gonna bail you. Taking out the whole team.
Ain't no way you're getting past here, boy.
The nurse uses an old bone saw as her main weapon, stabbing at anything that crosses her path. It inflicts not just pain, but also horror, as you know what it's been used for. The nurse's power is called Blink, which makes her able to teleport in a straight line. She can cross through walls, survivors, and other objects. With a little skill, you can even chain several smaller blinks to travel even longer distances. The nurse has grown accustomed to blood, and she can sense and feel an injured survivor from afar. So try not to get hurt, and whether you should help someone or not is not an easy call. The nurse comes with 3 perks, and the first one is called Stridor. Stridor makes breathing even more audible as survivors get hurt. So even if you manage to flee after you got hit, it's easier for the nurse to find you.
In Bound by Flame, play as a mercenary possessed by a flame demon, the last line of defense against the 7 Ice Lords and their dead army. Fights in Bound by Flame are dynamic, but also extremely tactical. You will develop 3 combat styles through 3 skill trees. The unyielding warrior uses swords, axes, and warhammers to inflict heavy damage, knock enemies back, and break their defenses. The stealthy ranger uses dual-wield daggers to stab enemies in the back and thin their ranks, before locking them in a fast-paced combat style that favors raw damage. Skilled rangers will command time itself, obliterating their foes in the blink of an eye. The pyromancer channels the fiery powers of the demon. Hurl fireballs, light your weapon on fire, invoke flame spirits, and more. Explosive traps and crossbows will let you ambush tougher enemies and keep them at bay. Your enemies have many forms, each with their own strengths, attack patterns, and behaviors. Some deal elemental damage, inflict poison, shoot from a distance, or close in for heavier damage. Adapt your tactic on the fly. Toggle between warrior and rogue stances to use their unique skills and strengths. Craft your weapon and armor to optimize their effectiveness against your current enemies. Increase your damage potential with effects such as critical damage, poison, a chance to interrupt enemies, and more. Your chosen companion will also be a decisive requirement for victory. Do you need a defensive healer, an unyielding tank, an aggressive sorcerer, or an elusive archer? The toughest enemies will require coordination, discipline, and skill to be vanquished. The Ice Lords will not give you a second chance, so do not falter. The punishment for failure is death.
desperation, the world leaders turn to their last chance.
Line up! I'm offering free tickets to hell. Santa wants to fry the Earth, and we're protecting a museum?
We've been able to decipher the tablets Professor Stein was working on. Apparently, there's another Syrian chamber beneath the Great Pyramid. We finally got an actual piece of Syrian tech running.
Extraction has failed. The bird is down.
Sam? Is that you? You're alive? We can't hold out long. Fuck you!
It's a shame to let good dynamite go to waste.
They're coming out of the goddamn wall!
Near our home planet. Low-frequency scans of the Space Hulk reveal the presence of gene stealers.
Command, this is Callisterius. I detected an anomalous psychic presence aboard the Space Hulk.
Investigate with haste. Honor our ancestors.
Brothers, we are chosen to assist Callisterius in identifying the anomaly. Vengeance shall be ours. Squad Lorenzo, ready for deployment. Hull breached. Egress to main corridor.
Sergeant, look.
Vessel within the Space Hulk identified as the Wrath of Baal.
We are near.
Command, Chapel on Wrath of Baal located. We are at the moment of revelation.
Movement. Multiple targets.
Ready, brothers. Bring righteous death in the name of the Emperor. Awaiting your command.
How many different ways are there to lose yourself? Everything runs downhill here. If you go deep enough, the city forgets it's a city. It all feels so alive, so vibrant. But what does it mean? What is it for? I waited on the platform for the train to take me home, but it never came. Sometimes the darkness is there for a reason.